about 15 minutes.
Oh, it's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a ticket.
We'll be on it. Very bottom one area.
Okay. All right, guys. So I get the privilege of sitting up here and talking to you guys about spring sprint and convention. Who in here has been to a spring sprint? Okay, you know what? Great. We're going to go a different route. Who has not been to a spring sprint? Okay, fantastic. Who has not been to a convention? Yay. So we're going to start off with spring sprint because that's coming up in February. And I know you're like, well, that's February. We haven't even made it to Thanksgiving. In a blink of an eye, it will be here, and you're going to be like, oh, I didn't plan. So, spring sprint is going to take place February 2013, which is the coming year. I need to know that. Really, I do. We don't know the date yet. They haven't said it yet. So, and if you have team members all over this country, just know 38 cities, right? In the 38 cities, their goal is to have a spring sprint within 250 miles of every consultant. So there's really no reason that you can't get to a spring sprint. All right? Also, what you need to know is, for us, it's February, but they start, I think, at the January through February are going to be the 2 months that they do, right? Or is it just all
February 3rd through 23rd or 24th?
Yeah, okay.
It's
Okay.
all February this year.
All February. There you go. It cost $60 last year, or was it?
60 last year.
Yeah, so I don't know what it'll be this year, but roughly within the same ballpark. But I can tell you that it is huge because you get all kinds of great stuff. And more importantly, it builds your business. All right? You're sitting here in this training because you want to build your business. You need to do that so you can get to where you want to go and you answer your wants. You're going to receive phenomenal training from Cincy. They will personally be there. You'll get to meet great people that work at the company in Idaho, in Meridian. And they are so, I will tell you this, you can walk up to anyone, and introduce yourself, and it's like you've known them your whole life.
Is that thunder?
Yeah.
I'm like,
so.
is the building moving? Or is that big roach that Johnny had killed?
Taking over.
New product, team building, networking, Cincy Success Story, and I'll go through each one of these, and it's fun. Okay. This is us this January, I think is when our spring sprint, this past January. What Cincy does is when they open up registration, register to go. In our area, we generally have, they have it at such a large venue, it does, I can't say that it won't sell out. It can sell out. In smaller venues, you see across the board a lot of spring sprints that sell out. You can't get into it. When it opens, go ahead and register for it. Okay, if something happens that you absolutely cannot make it, did it sell out last year? Yeah, I thought it did, but I wasn't. There were so many people looking for tickets. If something were to come up that you just couldn't make it, I promise you, you will be able to sell your ticket. Okay.
New recruits.
Huh?
New recruits.
New recruits. Well, and the great thing that they have done in the past is that they have allowed you to bring a guest for like $10. I know, but I'm thinking, I'm trying to think.
Really cheap.
It's like $10. Now, with the cost of your registration, I mean, you will get your new party tester. You'll get the spring summer party testers, your spring summer basket testers. You'll get catalogs. Of course, you get some free product. You get a whole big box with your register, way more than the $60. And that's really to kick off your spring summer selling season. So it's huge. That is worth it alone, but then you compound it with what you're going to get and the information and the training that they give you. And it's not so much the training of just sitting there talking about the product, but it's about the company. It's like Sincerely Sent, you know, at that point in time, you would have a ton of your questions answered that we might not have access to. What's up and coming? Where's the company going? What's coming out? This is what's coming on the horizon. Get ready for it. The other thing is that you go as a team. Like, so all of us, we were wearing these crazy shirts. You gotta hurt my job right there. And we all sit together. So there are people that are on your team, in your group, you do not know, but y'all could be neighbors and never know it. So it's a great networking opportunity just amongst your own group and team to kind of team build and get to know each other, and then that improves your support system. And, you know, and it can empower you too, because I guarantee you we've all been through the same struggles, or we will go through the same struggles, but somebody has been there along the way, and as you're in your business, and you're sitting there, God, you know, the recruiting part, Jess and I, I mean, like I couldn't sell a bar right now if if I bought it myself. We've been there, and somebody else has too, and it gives you an opportunity to connect with them and to build those relationships. Networking. This is what's awesome: is you get an opportunity to network with people outside of your team and your group. Okay, and that is really cool because you can meet somebody that actually lives in Louisiana that's coming down because they have a big team here in Texas, so they're here to support their team. And now you've got another support and another connection. So you're building your layers of your Cincy family. And that's really how I look at it, because I can tell you, I have some of, well, they're all amazing. I love my Cincy family. This group here, and then I've got an extended group of people that's not anywhere near my team, not in their group, but they're Cincy sisters and brothers, because they're husbands and their partners, and it's just been fantastic. Because I know at a moment's notice I could go to them, and they would be there for me in a heartbeat. And plus, they're willing to share ideas. They're willing to share their stories, and they are willing to help you build your business just because you both have the same goals and you both have the same passion. So that's what's phenomenal. For some people, I have to say, I was one of them until probably this past convention. The Cincy Success Store, it's like I've never seen it. It's worse than tax-free weekend. I mean, it's insanity. But you get to go in there and touch everything and see everything and buy what you want to buy and take it. If it's left, they have, I'll tell you what, they have
real quick right here.
Yeah.
There's a huge change coming to the Cincy Success Store this year at Spring Sprint. You want to go?
Oh, I'll be there. I mean, I'll be there.
What is it? Just tell us.
I don't know all the details, but
Wire pants on
no,
fire.
you really want to be there. And what you just said about it not selling out, that isn't possible anymore.
Oh, good. Really?
Oh.
So go.
Quick question.
Yes.
About how long before you know where the location's going to be?
Oh, they'll
Registration opens November 1st.
Oh, okay.
They'll probably have them posted. I thought they said mid-September is when they had thought.
They're just finalizing contracts and
Yeah.
all that stuff. So
Yeah, so you'll know. I mean, there will be one in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Right.
for sure.
Pretty sure. And then the other cities. But yeah, I just don't know the actual location. But I mean, we did what Fort Worth Convention Center last year.
Yeah.
Okay. So definitely that is a great opportunity. And then it's just tons of fun. I mean, it's a great, you just have a good day. So pay attention that registration will be coming November. Set aside money, however you need to do it, however you need to plan, make it a priority. Show me your priorities and I'll show you what's important to you. And that's kind of what I live by, because if I'm like, yeah, that's a priority, well, just let me see my actions. What have I done that align to show that is my priority? So if building your business is a priority, you have something in your very own backyard from the corporate office to give you everything you need. Okay? So that's Spring Sprint. Any questions regarding that? Trish, do you want to hear it?
No, because I can't
Okay.
remember.
No, I just didn't know if you want to say anything else.
Just go. Just go. It's like $75. I mean, don't be out twice. Go to Spring Sprint.
Right,
There's
there you
absolutely no reason. You're going to know in November what date it is in February. Line up,
Don't wait.
ask off for work, register, do whatever you have to do. Don't miss Spring Sprint. There's just.
And I know November is when we're all spending for Christmas, and I know, oh, well, I'm going to go ahead, I'll wait until January. Then you're going to be like, God, I spent now, I need to pay. Just put the money aside now. Put $10 a week. Here's what I do. When you go to get cash out, like if you're at the store and it says you want to get cash out, take $10 out and shove that in. Get a little. I don't care what you do. If you actually have cash set aside somewhere in a can, a jar, or whatever, a purse, put that $10 to the side. 6 visits is paid for. It's a done deal. So,
Trisha, do you remember the times that we had it last year?
It's from it's all day, 9 to 3, 9 to 4, 9 to 5, something like that. Yeah, because there's a lunch. Well, no.
No, it's like 12, 1 to 5.
Yeah, I only
Now,
started
registration
till like 9,
opens
but
at 9.
Some people worked that morning. And
Yeah,
it
because
came
I
down
did. I
after.
know.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it was like till really late. Like, didn't we go till like 9 or 10?
Yeah, we did. I think because registration was in the morning. Okay, this is good.
We did when we went.
I wasn't sure if it was on another slideshow or not. Yes. Year before, it was later in the evening when it was at
South
South
Point,
from 3 to 9.
Yeah.
And then last year it was
I think it was only 4 hours last year. Like
1
1
to
to
5.
5.
yeah, something like that.
That was it.
Yeah. Yes, in the back.
Oh, one
Like
other.
my little sound icon, I forgot to delete it.
Yes, in the back, sir.
The spring sprint also, if you have spouses that are on the fence about your business, Cincy events are great for the spouses.
Yes.
My first convention was Denver, and it completely opened my eyes to the possibilities and everything that was out there. So we've gone to everything since. Spring Sprint is a scaled down version of convention, but it's eye-opening to see the people, everything that happens, just family type environment. So if you get your spouse to go as well, it's going to be a bonus for you in the long run.
And there'll be an additional 60 or.
It's usually like $2.
Yes. As a guest.
So yeah, it's a great opportunity to bring people that are just interested or thinking about it. Just say, you know
And,
what?
well, yeah, and then they'll be on board to go to convention with you.
Yes, yes. Which brings us to the next topic, which is convention. And I'm just going to tell you my own little personal story about it. She's going to probably hear herself laughing because she knows it. But so she
Herself laughing.
First of all, the only reason I got into this was to shut her up. And then I was done, except then my partner at school was a Cincy addict. I'm not lying, I think she paid my mortgage the first 3 months. And then it kind of just snowballed from there. Thank God. But between that time I joined in December to the time that I went to the Denver convention, because I was just on it for a girl road trip, I ain't gonna lie. It was a road trip, bunch of women, I'm there. We sat down, and it was just five on your team, and we sat down, and I was sitting next to her, and they're doing this whole thing, and I looked at one of her girls, and I'm like, we're in a damn cult. And what are we doing here? Because I'm freaking out. And I just was so overwhelmed. Within 3 minutes, though, it was done. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. What? And convention did it. It was seeing what the company was, seeing what they were about, knowing their purpose and their passion and how it aligned with my own purpose and my passion and what it could be. I can remember being on the phone to my husband in the store, nonetheless, Cincy Success store, going, yeah, this is kind of crazy, and I'm going all out. That was in July, right?
10.
July 2010. I looked at her, I said, I'll be a director. Hit director